I bought this classic BMW sight unseen for $5,000. It doesn't run and it looks a little rough, but with a little bit of work, we'll make this a nice, beautiful, classic car daily driver. When you're starting a car for the first time in a long time, there's a checklist of things you want to run through before you finally start the car. Some things are in no particular order, like checking the shift linkage and the clutch operation. However, when it comes to things like the battery, I like to make sure mine is healthy and can hold a charge before I try and start a car with it. When I tried to charge this battery, it popped up an error code that I wasn't familiar with. I looked up the code, which told me that the battery had become sulfated. This happens when you leave a car battery dead for a very long time. So it was time to drop $200 on a new battery. The next thing you need for a car to run is fuel. To be honest, I didn't know what was in the tank, but since they gave me some free octane booster when I bought my battery, I decided I'd throw that in with some fresh, high octane fuel and honestly just hope for the best when it started. I'm using a screwdriver here to hold open the fuel flap so that this booster goes straight into the tank. I had to do the same thing when I filled it up with fuel as well. I don't know if it's user error. I don't know if I'm unfamiliar with using a gas can, but I had to use a screwdriver to let the fuel into the tank itself. With the new battery installed and fuel in the car, I brought back out the battery charger to see if the car exhibited any strange behavior with the charger installed. This is to make sure that while the car is running and the battery is being charged by the alternator, there's no shorts or any other weird electrical behavior. I couldn't see any problems in the engine bay and I didn't hear anything strange, so we moved on to the next part. Here I'm looking to see where the dipstick is so I can check the amount of oil that's in the car. You do not want to attempt to start a car if there's no oil in it. The oil level on this dipstick looked perfect, so we were ready to attempt to start this car. Here goes nothing. The first crank was promising, so I was excited to try again. After attempting to start the car a second time, the ignition switch absolutely imploded in my hand. With no other way to start the car, I had to stop there and try again another time. I ordered a new ignition switch, but it came unpinned, so I had to repin the old connector with the new ignition switch. With the new ignition switch installed, I could do some more troubleshooting on why the car wouldn't start. I pumped the gas a couple times to see if that would help me get the car started. Still no luck. I did another good look over in the engine bay, and I couldn't see anything obvious that would prevent me from starting this car. I also couldn't see any blown fuses in the fuse box either. I decided to give it a couple more tries just to see if I could get something to go, but unfortunately these attempts were futile. Since the ignition switch didn't solve the problem, I decided to give up and try again another day. But before I even had the opportunity, the car got towed. After paying $1,000 to the state of California and $700 to the tow yard, I finally had my car back. Unfortunately, the only place that they could drop off my car was at the bottom of my hill leading up to my garage. So we had to get creative about how to get a car that doesn't start up the hill. At first, it seemed like shoving the car up the hill with another car would work, but unfortunately, we discovered it probably wasn't the best. So unfortunately, I had to wait till I could get enough people over to help me push the car up the hill the rest of the way. With the car safely in the garage, we could finally start digging deep into why this car wouldn't start. Off camera, I had discovered that I was not seeing any fuel come through the fuel return line in the engine bay, so my first order of business was to try and see if the fuel pump needed to be replaced. The fuel pump on this car is located behind the passenger side rear tire. While in here, I decided that replacing the fuel filter was also going to be a smart choice. Replacing the high pressure fuel pump is pretty simple. All you need to do is remove all the tubing and then make sure that you disconnect and reconnect the wires in the exact same way that you did it before. And then you just put everything back together and attach it all back to the brackets that are holding it in the wheel well. Another shot. Pardon me, sir?
It'll be tackle if it starts today.
Potentially. Any fuel?
I don't think so. Yeah, it's blowing.
Fuel?
Yeah.
Holy shit. We got it. Holy shit, we might actually start this thing. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. No
Why
fucking
do you
way,
think it
dude.
took so long? Did we just fling up the line?
Yeah. Oh my god. It might fucking start, dude.
So this wasn't coming out before, right?
Yeah, it wasn't coming out before. Holy shit. Let's get that tightened back on.
I wonder how old the fuel in there is.
Huh?
I wonder how old the fuel in there is.
Well, I put new fuel in it too.
Oh. Any one or?
Oh, yeah. That was on there. No, no. No, I put the nasty show in there. So we got fuel. We have fucking fuel.
You said you have spark, right? You checked that already?
Yep.
Just mark those too?
No, I haven't changed those yet. I have those ready though. So we can do a quick change if we need to. It almost started though.
Well, it should now. I don't.
Let's go! Go! Let's go!
Just a fuel pump, that's it?
It was just a fuel pump. We got some. It's probably got some nasty fuel in there.
What's going on here? This is not normal, right?
No. No fucking way, dude.
Nice.
It's already started. With just a fuel pump. Just the high pressure one. Where did I put that screwdriver?
Right there on the roof.
Oh, thank you. No fucking.
I mean, that just because it died, it's not a big deal, right?
No. It's probably just running through old shit. Since the car wasn't keeping it idle, I decided to try and run it at a little bit of a raised RPM. That way I could try to burn through some nasty stuff and clear everything out.
You think it's the intake maybe? A rough idle?
That I was able to get the car running already.
Well, she fucking runs, dude. Do you think the idle is? Do you think the bad idle's from the intake? Maybe it's got like holes in it.
It could be.
It runs. It runs. Let's go. It's stanky.
Later on that night, I was finally able to get the car to idle on its own, so naturally, I took it out for its maiden voyage.
Let's go! It fucking runs!